There are athletes who capture attention with their talent, and then there are those who capture hearts with their spirit. Zehra Güneş belongs to the second kind, an athlete whose story transcends sport itself. She is the embodiment of a generation's pride, a reflection of Turkey's rising dominance in volleyball, and an icon of beauty balanced with bravery, elegance fused with power. When she steps on the court, she isn't just representing a team. She's representing an entire nation that sees in her a piece of its strength, its resilience, and its dreams. Zehra's journey from a young girl in Istanbul to one of the most celebrated volleyball stars in the world is a story written in sweat, humility, and unyielding self-belief. Born on July 7, 1999, in Istanbul, Turkey, Zehra Güneş grew up surrounded by energy and optimism. As a child, she wasn't just tall. She was towering for her age, but her height was never awkward. It was a gift, one that her coaches quickly recognized when she began playing volleyball. While many young children were still finding their footing in sports, Zehra was already developing a deep connection with the game's rhythm. Her movements were natural, her instincts sharp. She didn't just play, she felt volleyball. And behind her early confidence stood her family, a unit that taught her the value of humility and perseverance, reminding her that greatness is born not in applause, but in effort. Zehra's path to stardom began in the youth ranks of VakifBank, one of the most successful volleyball clubs in the world. The club is known for shaping champions, but even there, Zehra stood out. Her height, athleticism, and sense of timing as a middle blocker made her a rare find. But what truly separated her wasn't physical, it was mental. She had the kind of focus you usually see in seasoned veterans, not teenagers. Every drill, every game, every mistake was a lesson. Zehra soaked in guidance, refining her footwork, sharpening her timing, and learning how to control her body like an artist mastering her brushstrokes. She was learning how to dominate, not through brute force, but through precision, intelligence, and patience. As she rose through the youth divisions, the volleyball world began to notice her. She represented Turkey in youth international competitions, often towering over her peers, but never letting that height turn into arrogance. She carried herself with calm confidence, a reflection of her character and her discipline. It wasn't long before she earned a call-up to VakifBank's senior team, a roster loaded with some of the best players in the world. For a young player, this could have been overwhelming, but Zehra embraced it as a challenge. She didn't demand respect. She earned it through effort and maturity. Her development accelerated under the mentorship of elite coaches and players. Zehra's growth became exponential. She learned how to read the game faster, how to anticipate plays, and how to command the net. Her blocking became a statement. She didn't just block shots. She rejected them with intent. Opposing hitters learned to fear her presence at the net, and teammates learned to trust her with the game's most crucial defensive moments. Her confidence grew with every match, and soon, she wasn't just part of the team, she was shaping its identity. By her late teens, Zehra Güneş had evolved into one of the most promising young middle blockers in world volleyball. Her blend of height, standing at 1.97 meters, coordination, and court awareness made her almost unstoppable. She was dominating not just physically, but mentally. She understood how to use her presence to influence opponents. Her reactions were sharp, her timing impeccable, and her demeanor fearless. Even when facing more experienced players, Zehra never backed down. She carried herself with quiet determination, her focus unshaken by pressure. Her breakthrough moment on the international stage came with the Turkish national team, where she quickly became a cornerstone of a new golden generation. Under the guidance of coaches who believed in her potential, Zehra flourished. Representing her country wasn't just a duty, it was a calling. Wearing the Turkish jersey brought out a different kind of energy in her. Every block, every point, every victory carried emotional weight. She wasn't just playing for medals. She was playing for pride, for family, for the millions of young girls in Turkey who saw in her a symbol of possibility. Over the years, Zehra has helped lead Turkey to some of its greatest volleyball achievements. She was instrumental in the team's rise to become a consistent powerhouse in European and world competitions. In tournaments like the European Championship, Nations League, and World Championship, Zehra's performance stood out. Her leadership, though often quiet, was magnetic. She led by example, with focus, composure, and an unbreakable will to win. And in moments when her team needed a spark, she was there, a wall at the net, a voice in the huddle, and a heart that never stopped believing. At VakifBank, Zehra became more than a player. She became a symbol of excellence. Playing alongside world-class stars like Gabi Gimarez and Paula Eginu, Zehra didn't just fit in, she thrived. She helped her team capture Turkish League titles, CEV Champions League trophies, and Club World Championships, establishing VakifBank as the gold standard of women's volleyball. But behind every trophy, there was a story of sacrifice. Long practices, grueling travel schedules, injuries, and endless pressure didn't deter her. If anything, they sharpened her resolve. Zehra embraced the grind because she knew it was the price of greatness. Yet, what makes Zehra's story even more compelling is her humanity. Away from the court, she is grounded, genuine, and deeply connected to her fans. She uses her platform not just to celebrate victories, but to spread messages of strength, positivity, and resilience. Her humility has become her trademark. In interviews, she's quick to credit her teammates, coaches, and supporters. That sense of gratitude and grace defines her character. She plays with pride, but never ego. Her popularity has also transcended sports. With her radiant personality, natural charisma, and authenticity, Zehra has become a cultural icon in Turkey and beyond. Millions follow her on social media, drawn not only to her athletic excellence, but to her warmth and poise. She represents a modern kind of athlete, one who is both fierce and kind, competitive yet compassionate. She embraces her femininity while showcasing her strength, breaking outdated stereotypes about what a woman in sports should look like or act like. Zehra's rise has coincided with a golden era for Turkish volleyball, one where the women's national team, affectionately known as the Sultans of the Net, has become a global force. Together with teammates like Ida Erdem, Melissa Vargas, and Han Baladin, Zehra has helped redefine Turkey's position in world volleyball. Their chemistry, unity, and resilience have inspired millions, and Zehra's presence in the middle, controlling the net with grace and aggression, has been essential to that success. But Zehra's story isn't just about winning, it's about growth. She has faced setbacks, losses, and moments of frustration. There have been matches where nothing went right, tournaments that ended in heartbreak, and seasons that tested her mental endurance. Yet through it all, she never lost her composure. Her mindset has always been simple but powerful: learn, improve, and come back stronger. Every obstacle became a stepping stone. Every defeat became motivation. And every challenge brought her closer to the player and the person she wanted to become. Her evolution as a leader has been particularly inspiring. Once the young prodigy, Zehra has now become the role model for new generations. She's the one offering encouragement to younger teammates, the one speaking with confidence in interviews, the one representing her country on global stages with elegance and humility. Leadership for Zehra isn't about authority, it's about influence. It's about setting an example through action, consistency, and integrity. What also stands out about Zehra is her understanding of balance between ambition and gratitude, competition and joy, individuality and teamwork. She has spoken about the importance of mental health, of staying centered even when the noise of fame gets loud. Her maturity goes beyond her years. She treats every game as an opportunity to honor the sport she loves, every fan interaction as a moment to connect, and every achievement as a reminder to stay humble. In the international volleyball community, Zehra Güneş has earned immense respect not only for her athletic ability, but for her sportsmanship. Opponents admire her composure. Fans admire her grace. She's the rare type of player who can dominate a match yet remain approachable, who can celebrate victory without arrogance, who can smile even after defeat, because she knows that growth often hides in failure. As Turkey continues its journey as a global volleyball powerhouse, Zehra stands at its heart, the calm in the storm, the voice of focus amid chaos. Her presence gives her teammates confidence. Her energy fuels their passion, and her example reminds them that greatness requires patience and purpose. She has become the spiritual core of her teams, both VakifBank and the national squad, guiding them not just with talent, but with wisdom. Off the court, Zehra's impact continues to grow. She's become a role model for young girls across Turkey, proving that with discipline, faith, and courage, anything is possible. She's redefining what it means to be a modern athlete, one who uses fame responsibly, who uplifts others, and who celebrates individuality. Her influence extends into culture, fashion, and community, where she inspires confidence in women to be both strong and graceful, both ambitious and humble. Every time Zehra steps onto the court, it feels like a moment, not just a match. The energy shifts. Her presence commands attention, her movement inspires admiration, and her focus reflects years of discipline. She plays with an understanding that greatness is borrowed, not owned, that every point, every win, every trophy is the result of a collective journey. That perspective is what makes her special. She carries the weight of expectation not as a burden, but as a privilege. As her career continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Zehra Güneş is far from finished. The world has only begun to witness the full extent of her potential. Her journey is still being written, a story of excellence without arrogance, of dominance with humility, and of power wrapped in grace. She represents the best version of modern sports, where performance meets purpose and talent meets heart. Zehra Güneş is more than a volleyball star. She is a symbol of inspiration. She has proven that greatness isn't loud, it's consistent. It's in the hours of training no one sees, in the resilience after loss, and in the humility after victory. Her story reminds us that true champions aren't defined just by medals, but by the character they carry along the way. And as her legend continues to rise, Zehra stands tall, literally and figuratively, as a beacon of what passion, perseverance, and purpose can achieve. She is a daughter of Turkey, a queen of the net, and an ambassador of the beautiful balance between strength and serenity. Her name already belongs to history, but her spirit, her quiet fire, her radiant grace, belongs to the future. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tribute to Zehra Güneş, a player who embodies the perfect blend of elegance, power, and humility, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories celebrating the athletes who inspire the world with both their game and their greatness.